Everybody has the same problems in Europe. Yeah, nobody earns money up to now, and so on. Yeah, and everybody say you have to earn money during 3 years, but it's not possible, I suppose. So I think there should be more cooperation. Yeah, in this phase. So we should invest for one mistake only once, and not everybody put money in the same mistake.
All right. So thank you very much, Achim, for taking your time here at the Future Battery Forum 2024 to talk about battery innovation. And yeah, I would like to understand what are the current points that are hindering us from getting forward, especially if we look at Europe and Germany, because in general, the trend in Europe is, or the trend in the world is positive. But in Europe and Germany, the industry is not really growing at the moment.
Yeah, you are right. We are looking in a bright future for batteries. So every year the market grows. Yeah. So on the other hand, in Europe we are a little bit behind, and now we have a very complex situation. On the one hand, we try to have our ramp ups.
Yes.
Yeah, to come in the business.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's a focus on costs, on capex. Yeah. On the other hand, we want to be better than the others.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is very important to stay in this market. And for that, we need innovation. So now all the companies, the ecosystem has to do, on the one hand, the ramp up and qualifying people and so on, a lot of complex job. And on the other hand, they are in parallel working on innovations to have unique selling points.
So are we talking, we're talking about two fields, right? Battery production per se, and then the application of these batteries in electric vehicles. So battery and e-mobility. And within cell innovation, battery innovation, we have cell, module, and pack, right? Those three levels. And that's the product side. And then we have all the different manufacturing technologies. Can you give us an overview where we are in innovation in Germany and Europe relative to the trend in the world, where we're doing good, where we're doing bad, where we need to focus on, and what keys do we need to obtain to really solve this puzzle?
So let me say it in this way. So in the past, our strengths in the automotive industry was that we are very good in the product. So we are leading country in this product innovation topic. And on the other hand, we have close cooperation with all the equipment suppliers and the specification of the process. And this, to combine these two things, the product and the process, so product and process development, that was an advantage. So now we are not experienced in battery cell production. So Asia is very experienced in this. And they have built up an ecosystem over the last 15 years considering equipment, process, and mass production.
Yes, yes.
So, and now we are trying to gain our strengths from the past back. Yeah. So we build up this ecosystem, and now there are a lot of discussions how we should start this. So we start with equipment from Asia, and then we integrate our IP in this. That is the one. And on the other hand, when you look at the development processes for the product, so to develop a cell, we are talking about 5 or 4 years. Yeah. On the other hand, the technology roadmap, what can be new, what innovation get in, is 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's much faster.
So
you're right.
There isn't a fit yet. So one of our core objectives is to be much faster in the development process.
Okay.
For the product.
Yes.
Yeah.
So product in this case, cell, module,
cell.
or pack,
Yeah.
or all
the
three?
focus is on cell. When I'm
cell,
talking
right.
about this 4 or 5 years, I'm talking about cell, electrode, and so on. So there's a focus, but you are right. There's a lot of potential also in the mechanics. Of the battery pack. Also, we are talking about 30% of improvement there possible
in
improvement.
terms of product
Package and of size. And
okay.
then yes, you can save capacity. You are right. Then it's cost.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand. So what I was going to ask, or to comment, what I was going to comment on this is we can also use a lot of ancient knowledge, right? We have the whole automotive industry is built up on assembly competence, and I think in especially in module and pack production, I think this is a competence we really can play out or not. I mean, on cell level, yes, it's a new manufacturing technology, but module and pack, I think we are more in the game, or
yes,
how do you
when
see
we
that?
are talking about automation, like you do, then you are totally right. There's a lot of experience how we automate something, how to assembly something. Yes, I think that is not the problem.
Okay.
That is part of the solution.
Yeah. So you really see the homework that we have to do on the cell level and battery cell manufacturing.
The cell level, and there you have two hot topics. The one is cost of the cell, and that you can get them. That is, and on the other hand, to have USPs based on the cells. And therefore you have to bring innovation in it, and that are the two major fields.
So innovation on product and process side, and if yes, what are the examples that you would like to pull?
Yeah, in the first step, after this troubleshooting in the ramp up, then you can focus on existing product technology and try to improve the process, how you produce the cells. And I think there's a potential around by 50% over the next years. One topic is energy, for example. You can introduce laser drying process. You save a lot of energy, but also space. So the capex will be lower for the
footprint
factory.
of the factory.
The footprint in the formation process, you can integrate machine learning and AI. So you will save a lot of energy and space footprint.
Okay. And what are the innovation bricks on the product side? So will we see an all-solid-state battery very soon, which is produced by a drop-in technology with a given manufacturing technology, or what do you see?
Yeah, I think you will have both, or a lot of different approaches. So in the next decade, I suppose we have a low cost, a mid cost, and a high cost segment, considering the battery cells and the high performance. You have the solid state. Then you have a huge middle segment where you have the existing technologies, and then you have
like
something
NMC and LFP.
LFP is
on the bottom.
Low cost LFP, and sodium ion. It's a low cost segment, and so you will not have one technology. You have a lot of
a spectrum
different product technologies.
Okay, and if you would like to point out one innovation that you would like to see coming up in the future because you think it's vital, which one would you name?
I don't think there will be the one innovation. It's a bundle of different innovations, and you will win the game when you combine them. I don't think there's one holy grail, where you can do everything with.
So then the networking aspect of our industry is becoming even more important, right? Because there will not be the one shining star, but it's a network of competences that we have to combine, correct?
Yes, and I think we can do it better. Now everybody makes the same mistakes. Everybody is starting and do the same mistakes, have the same problems. And I think
with that you mean the innovation hurdles, the challenges on getting the technology to work.
And you can focus on something like the ramp up, to get in the game. Everybody has the same problems in Europe. Nobody earns money up to now, and so on. And everybody say you have to earn money during 3 years, but it's not possible, I suppose. So I think there should be more cooperation in this phase. So we should invest for one mistake only once, and not everybody put money in the same mistake 10 times, 15 times.
Is the field open enough in terms of NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, so that companies really can share this knowledge, that experience in a way that they themselves profit from it, that it's applicable to the market understanding, the capitalistic structure?
Yeah, not yet. So over the last decades, we have built up a very complicated and complex system.
Yes.
Yeah. And now we have to get to step one, to get one step back, yeah, and say, okay, now the situation is totally different, yeah, and we have to discuss, but we have to be very fast discussing this problem and not discuss it 5 years, then game over.
Okay, so I think then it's good that we are all here at the Future Battery Forum, taking this opportunity on exchanging ideas and making plans for collaboration. And I'm looking forward to see this, as you said, spectrum of, or this multitude of different solutions emerging, so that our industry will have a chance to deliver value to the battery industry and overall.
Yes, we have a chance.
Okay, thank you, Achim, for the conversation.
Thank you.